I bought a trailer. Since I can't afford a house, I am going to remodel this trailer into my art studio, or our art studio. I bought something with money I probably don't have to spend. And I am now going to fix this up and make it into an art studio for my ceramic stuff. So it used to be an ice fishing house, and it has holes in the ground, obviously, for the fishing, but in time, I think I'm gonna be able to get it to look pretty nice in here. Even though it looks like shit kind of right now. It's pretty bare, but it's got like this bench in here, and then they had furniture on this side that I'm not gonna keep, but it has good bones, as people say, you know. And I just want to have a space that's my own. I need more space for my things. I have too many things. So it's a little bit later in the day, and I primarily have spent the day just sitting in this room trying to figure out what I want to do with this space. But what I want to at least start with is I want to get this carpet off. So if you see holes, it's because this used to be a fishing house for ice fishing. So there were holes on both sides. So I'm just taking the carpet up and then assessing how I'm gonna close all these holes and insulate it. And then I am also gonna get these items out of here that I don't want in here. Just figuring things out right now. And I will show you what this looks like when the carpet's up. All right, it's another new day. And last night I kept taking up the carpet until it was late. I did not want to have to come back in the morning to keep tearing up carpet. It was a bit annoying and dirty, obviously. So now the ground looks like this. I'm just taking out the last bit of the staples that are sticking up from the plywood floors, and then I'm gonna figure out what I need to do next. Do you like it? Do you think I made a good purchase? Probably not. All right, I'm back at the trailer, looking at it right now, deciding what the next step is at this point. I have a decent amount of knowledge in building things, but I've never done like an actual building or a house or anything like that. So there's a little bit of a difference there than just building a desk. It looks super cute though. So when you go into the studio, it's clearly not big. Got one window right there. There's a bench that also turns into this bed right here. A nice speaker that works off of the solar panels, which is cool. And then same thing on that side. Alright, it's been a few days since I last updated. We just recently had a heavy rainfall day, so I made sure to check the trailer right afterwards to see if there was any leaking happening. Unfortunately, there was one spot that's leaking in the trailer. So today I took apart that section that was leaking, and then now I'm gonna go buy a wall replacement for that section, and then we're gonna try to fill the hole where the leak is happening so it doesn't continue to keep happening as well. I'm at least finally done with the whole deconstruction. So I've taken out the floors, taken out that section of the wall, and soon I'll be starting to get things put together in here. So it'll be a functional studio soon. All right, it's a little bit later in the day. I bought some new plywood that I'm gonna put down as a subfloor. So that way the holes that were for the fishing house are finally closed up, and there'll be better insulation. So it'll keep colder in here and hotter in here. So going to be putting that floor down now, and then hopefully I can keep going with the project soon. All right, so this is what the floors look like before we update them with a new subfloor. Now I'm filling the holes. New floor. I think it looks so nice. The place looks so much bigger. It's not uneven anymore. We just got the subfloor cut, so my dad's been helping me with that, making sure I don't fuck anything up. And I'm just now gonna put the screws in to secure the floor so it doesn't move around. It feels really good to be so far on this process in just a week, really. So yeah, we did the replacement of the water damage on the wall right there, and then all the flooring today. Lots of progress. Another day in the studio, and we're now working on the trim for the corners of the walls and the floor. Sorry, I have not been filming much today at all because it's quite boring, to be honest. So I felt like people wouldn't want to watch me do this, but I'm just doing the trim on the floorboards, and now I'm caulking the top and the bottom sections because I want to make sure that this flooring is as waterproof as it can. So when I'm done with my projects in ceramics and weekly I want to do the clean in here, I can now actually like mop, because these plywood floors wouldn't be able to just take in water with a mop. So I'm treating it the best I can to make sure all the water stays inside. Honestly, this isn't that important for you guys to know, but just explaining why it looks so messy at the top and the bottom of these floorboards. I'm now moving on to painting. So I'm gonna keep the walls white because I think it always looks good when you're taking pictures and taking videos to have the walls be a neutral color. And then I am gonna paint the floor, I think, a dark green color. Still deciding. Right now I am just going to quick wipe down all the walls, get as much dirt off as I can, and then that way I will prime the walls to prep for the paint color. It's also raining today, super humid, so I probably shouldn't be painting, but I just want to get this project done so I can use this space. So I'm gonna keep going. Another day of painting. I actually don't mind painting, it's just, it takes up a lot of time. The walls are now all primed, and I am going to prime the floors since I have the primer out. It's so hot in here though. I am so sweaty. It looks really nice in here though. I think I'm actually gonna brush the sides first, just to make it a little easier, and then go from there. Is another day working on this trailer build. I have now fully primed the walls and the flooring in this trailer. Since it's not the biggest space, I wanted to make sure that I'm painting the floors a bit darker so it will hide all those little marks that are gonna be probably happening a lot since it's an art studio. Hopefully a darker floor will hide all those little minor details. It is unfortunately about 92 degrees and 100% humidity out right now. So I can't paint today, but I will continue painting soon. Today's objective right now is I want to find where I'm going to permanently put this trailer for the time being. I want to have a nice view in my art studio, which I have a couple ideas to show you guys what I'm going to do. And then I also just want to make sure it's in a flat spot, obviously. So a couple things I need to figure out today. One of the spots I could put it is right there in front of us. I like this area. I just don't think it's the cutest spot to put it. This is another area we could put it. Again, not my favorite, but I would still be content here. But if I put it here, it is right in front of the raspberry bushes. My final idea is to slightly tuck it into the trees here. So that way it would be a little bit shaded from the heat since I don't have AC, but also has a really nice view. I'll show you the view. This is what the main window view would look like. So my idea would be for the trailer to be parked like right here. So I would have to clear the dead patch of trees there, clear a little bit of that overgrown area right there, and maybe literally just only knock down one tiny tree. So I wouldn't have to take out any of these really big trees, which would be sad. And then it would face that view I just showed you. I need to make some measurements. All right, are you guys ready for an update? Looks so different than how it first started. It's crazy. And it's only been a week to 2 weeks of progress. And I'm just gonna paint until I feel like I can't keep painting anymore.